we're Jess and Freddie, and Winnie of course. We've just completed a 6-month home renovation project on our London Victorian terrace, and now we're here to share the final results of our big project, turning this house into our dream home. They're removing the bricks off the side of the house.
Whoa.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my home reveal series. So this week's video is going to be the living area of our kitchen, dining, living room, which is the biggest room at the back of our house. Now, I feel like the living area needed a separate vlog because so much planning went into this room, from the architectural layout to the interior styling, and I just wanted to go through the whole process in a separate video. I actually worked with Heels Furniture on this project and I enlisted the help of their interior planning service, which I will talk about more in this video. But basically it's such a tight space in that room, I just needed a bit of help to kind of really get the layout right and what furniture to put in the room to make it feel like a cozy living area, functional space, but also still flow with the other areas of the room, so the dining room and the kitchen. There was quite a few things going on here, and yeah, I just think I needed a bit of help. So this is a brand new bit of our house. This area didn't exist before, as we extended out into our side alley to maximise space in the room. We knocked down this old utility here, which just didn't make sense. It was an 80s extension, not insulated properly, and the floor levels didn't work. The foundations under this room as well just didn't meet building control requirements for the extension we wanted to build, so we actually had to demolish it, dig the foundations deeper, and have them approved by building control. This also meant quite a few back and forth conversations with building control and also our structural engineers, who would tell us how deep the foundations needed to be and how wide or how slim we could have the columns either side. It was actually quite complex and it cost us quite a bit of money with those revisions, but it's never worth failing your building control checks at the end, so we did what we had to do. When working with our architect on this project, we always knew we wanted to build into our side return and like side alley area, just because we wanted to maximise the space in the house, and we were willing to sacrifice that rear access from our gate into our garden. We actually went on the Kingston planning portal and had a nosy around, like went to see what other people had submitted for their plans for similar houses in the area before we started working with our architect, which really helped because it's so great to obviously take inspiration from other people, see what they've done, know if you want that or not for yourself, and then discuss it with your architect. So that was really helpful. And seeing the buildings that hadn't gone into the alley, they were very narrow and we didn't want that very long narrow look for the kitchen. We wanted a more square feel, so we definitely achieved that by building into the alley. Oh my god, where has my house gone? What are you doing here, Missy? So this has dried, although we did have a friendly visitor last night, so woke up this morning and there was loads of footprints from a fox. They have now fully built the whole roof. This is so cool. You can actually see the original building here in the ceiling, and then this is all our extension, and then over here this is the glass skylights that are going to go in. We're just waiting on the delivery for them. This is the concrete, and then they're going to screed the top of it, and the screed goes in on the 19th, and then it needs 3 weeks from then to fully dry. That means that we can't put our floor down until 7th, 8th of June. Gonna be big doors. When you start to like stand back, now you can see the walls up, you really realise the size of the space. That's just gonna be glass doors. Amazing. You're gonna enjoy lying on this, Winnie, nice and cozy. Boxing in looks fine. And these are looking great. Oh no, Winnie. No. No. Trying to disconnect our only source of water is not cool. That dog will eat anything but her own dinner. They've started screeding the floor, which means in 3 weeks' time we can start putting our kitchen in and get this room back. Also, I had no idea that underfloor heating pipes went in between the concrete. Awesome, yes please. This room is getting messier by the day. It's getting really tight in here. So this room took the whole 5 months of the build. Day one, they started digging out the foundations for this ground floor extension, and then throughout the whole process they were working in this area whilst also working everywhere else in the house. And then the last day the floor went down and the room was being painted. So yeah, we really didn't have any use of this room throughout the last 5 months. So I'm out and about in London today. I just went and got my hair done and it's starting to rain, of course. Anyway, my hair salon is so close to Heels, their like flagship store on Tottenham Court Road. So I'm just gonna go pop in and have a little look at some of the samples, furniture pieces we've been looking at. It's all been like a virtual appointment so far, so I've not been into the store. So I thought while I'm here, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm going for just in a different texture. We're going for the tundra texture stone. These are my swatches. I adore this forest green boucle as well. My sofa is about to arrive. I have a slight panic that it's not going to fit through the door, but I do distinctly remember talking with the designer on our Zoom call that he said it would be fine. Okay, so the biggest bit has arrived, thank God. It just fit through that door. They actually had to take it up the stairs and then turn it round. No, this doesn't happen. This is your bed. Look, this very nice bed belongs to you. And this belongs to me. Don't know how I tell you this, but you're not allowed on the new sofa, I'm sorry. I know. No, it's not allowed. Today's shoot day. I'm just about to start cleaning the room, making sure everything is spotless and popping out the accessories for the team to arrive at 10:30. So I've got 2 hours. I need to get ready as well for the shoot. So the gals from Heels have arrived. We've got the team, so we are just styling the room right now and then we're gonna take a photo shoot. I swear the magic is in the accessories. It takes a room from looking good to utterly fabulous. So I am so excited to see all these plants and pots and everything styled and looking great in this room. So working with the Heels interior planning service was so great for this room. Like I mentioned before, I was a little bit stuck on the layout and getting the right furniture in the room, not overcrowding it, also having neutral aesthetic but still with a bit of interest. And I feel like when you're stuck like this, enlisting help from the professionals is definitely the way to go, especially when it's a free consult service. So I was paired with a designer virtually and we did everything online. I sent over my plans, we talked through the kind of styles I had, I made some mood boards, mocked them up and sent them over, and then the designer sat down with me and kind of pulled together the dream look, basically. I said what I liked and he just nailed it, and I'm so happy with the result and I cannot wait for you to see it. Our intentions with this room was to create a comfortable family living space connected to the kitchen and dining area. Gone is that galley kitchen with the minimal lateral light, the lack of flow between the kitchen and the dining area, and bye-bye to that uninsulated utility room that blocked the view from the garden. And here is our light, bright and airy family living space. A room that connects the home to the garden. It's a family area, kitchen and dining room all in one. 3 separately functioning rooms that seamlessly come together in this open space. The living zone with its pinched dimensions still feels spacious and comfortable with clever use of furniture. The palette has been kept simple and neutral to avoid any fuss, and the earth tones in materials and greenery in the plants have been used to bring the feeling of the outdoors in. So the brief I went to Heels with was the space was to be used as a social area, also a relaxing space. We wanted to be able to, put our feet up and watch a movie, really comfy, yet still minimalist. Going with the Luna sofa was just the perfect solution for this. It's so large and squishy, but still structured. So you've got that comfy element to it, but also when the sofa's not being sat on, it just looks perfect, which I like. It's heavy with its kind of thick cushions and soft angles, but then it's got these really slim legs, which is just perfect for making the furniture not look heavy in the room. We didn't want anything too weighed down. Also, this goes the same for the cabinet on the other side of the room. It's got very slim light legs, so it just keeps everything a bit lifted. The chaise sofa with arms on both sides was just ever so slightly too long for the space. Even though it could have fit, it would have kind of obstructed the walkway that we have going from the hallway through the dining area out to the garden. We were always set on making sure that could still be like a flow through the house. So the designer suggested taking off the arm on one end of the sofa so we could move it along a bit. It would then mean that it would fit perfectly in the space with no obstructions, and also it would give you that beautiful outside to inside feel when you're sat on that side of the sofa. When those doors are open, it just feels like you're outside. It is definitely the feature piece of the room, and then we've gone with the terracotta cushions and the terracotta colour in the rug, which just brings that earthy tones from the outside into the house. Another thing I love about this rug is that it is actually an outdoor rug, so it's weatherproof and also it's muddy paw proof, which is obviously very important. We want our house to look beautiful all the time, but we have a dog and life happens, and Winnie loves dragging in the dirt. So having an outdoor rug is just minimal fuss. The colour of it anyway shows no marks, and secondly, it's durable. So that was a really, really good shout. We've gone for just simple accessories. We've gone with the Firm Living lamps, which are beautiful organic soft shapes, which kind of look like rocks. It's a kind of vibe from the outdoors in that you don't really notice, but it's still there. So it's kind of like bringing in that whole concept. And the same with the stone on the vases. I just adore them as well. So we've gone for simple but beautiful in this room, and I just think it's perfect. I'm so happy with it. Okay, like every room, we made a few errors, and here, the 2 biggest ones, which actually are not an issue to anyone else, and they will never be changed because we can't change them now. But the skylights, we ordered them thinking we were ordering massive windows, 2 meters by 700. Within that, you have to factor in that the frame is part of that size. So the glass wasn't that big, and they look kind of narrow, but now that it's been painted and the room is a lot lighter, it's not noticeable. Yes, they're a bit skinny. We can get over it. Although we were a bit annoyed at the time that we didn't have that foresight that the frame is included in the size. We also did that for all the other windows in our house as well. So that was something that we've definitely learned in this build and we will take away with for future reference. 2 of the mistakes was the bifolds. There was such a big delay on having the bifold company come out and do the survey that we did our own, and it was a huge risk and it was very complicated and it was very confusing, and it was down to me and it was very stressful. What was very confusing was the sill height and the threshold at the base of the doors, which goes underground. Installation day came, all great, they fitted, what a huge relief. And then I realised I'd ordered a regular threshold instead of a low threshold. So we always had this dream of wooden floors and then the threshold at the same height as the floor out into the patio, and it all being one smooth, fluid look, and there's a threshold like this. So I was so annoyed at myself at the time, but there's nothing we can do. I don't think anyone else ever notices, so I'm over it. Freddie, what's your favourite part about the room?
Level threshold. This bit that you can walk through without tripping. We all work so hard to design the patio and the floor at the same level. It's my favourite bit.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching another one of my room reveal videos. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, then pop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And I will see you next week with another video. Bye.